Hello, Kevin here. I offer you some free instruction today on how to handle a threatening person approaching you and how to put up a barrier to keep them at bay. Now, in martial arts, we call this barrier a frame. In grappling, it's also referred to in the self-protection community as a fence. There are other forms of frame, like a bent arm frame, and we'll discuss why this one's a little more dangerous in the street than this frame, the fully extended arm. So no matter what, my arm's going to be fully extended and locked out. I'm not going to press the person. I'm not going to use muscle power. I'm going to lock out and use my skeletal structure to keep them at bay. Think of this, common folks, as a stiff arm in football. So what I'm going to do is, no matter which side the person presents, I'm going to jam this into the lead, shoulder, or chest. This could also be a grab of the throat, but that's quite dangerous to do with somebody. I don't want to grab my partner's throat and definitely don't want to squeeze it. If he presented his right side forward, I would frame with my lead arm on his lead shoulder or chest. And it's vice versa. If I switch my stance, I'm in my left stance, I would use my left arm to do it. Now, if he does encroach my space too much, I'm going to use a bent arm frame. Just turn slightly. When I do the bent arm frame, I cut the opposite shoulder and I have contact with his body. So if he walks at me, I can use my skeletal structure to keep him at bay. Let's turn so they can see that. So here. Now the danger of this is he can use his arms to hit me still, okay? Which also means he could be stabbing me. So if AJ has a knife in his right side, he's stabbing me. Whereas I will have way more time to react if I keep him at bay and I move, I retreat with this. So I'll have way more time to try to be reacting to this, okay? If I even can, if it's even feasible. So reaction time is big. The farther he is away from me, the more, take him up please, the more reaction time I have. Like if he swings with his rear arm, I see it coming from like a mile away and I can maybe protect myself, receive the blow, or if it's a weapon, like try to stop it, okay, and keep it at bay. So what we're going to do is an active scenario in which he's going to approach me with threatening posture. So he's going to be threatening me verbally, and also his just general body language. It could be body language, accuse me on the threat, his approach, accuse me on the threat, or it's like he's saying things at me. Now, he's saying threatening things and barking things at me. I need to match his tone, and I'm going to shout monosyllable things like this. Like he comes up and stay back from me, stay back. Let me talk for now. Stay back, stay away from me. Quick shouting things, and this is going to do a few things. So one thing, if there's other people around and I'm shouting in his face, I'm going to get the attention of others, and hopefully all eyes will be on us. We'll have attention. Now the other thing is when I shout monosyllables in his face, I'm yelling in his face, I'm trying to shock him. I'm trying to verbally attack him and just take him out of his focus. So just rattle him a little bit, okay? So once again, I'm stiff arming. I'm not going to advance, and I'm not going to here, if he walks at me and I try to keep him at bay, this is no good. Let's start again. He comes at me, I'm going to move with it. So keep coming. I'm going to retreat with this movement, okay? If you have a weapon, make sure you put your weapon side back so you can draw it, okay? We want to have a weapon retention where they can't seize our weapon. All right, so let's do the drill a couple times. So this might seem silly, but remember that if you don't train for something, you're actually not prepared for it. And how's an attack or a threat really going to go about? Is it going to be like what we see in television or movies, or is it going to be like what will be experienced in the real world on the street? So, all right, I'm ready.
Hey, pal.
Stay with me.
Hey, pal.
Stay back. Stay back. So, notice I didn't strike him. He retreated from the situation, and it was over. If necessary, after retreating a few times, then it will be okay to start engaging the person. But I do not want to do anything advancing him or keeping him at bay, especially if he has a knife in his right hand. Now he has a knife in the right hand in the drill, and he's going to try to stab me while advancing at me with threatening language. And I need to keep him at bay with my frame. I need to frame him away, and I need to shout my verbal commands, and hopefully be able to retreat and run for my life, or if necessary, fight for my life and defend, okay? Ready?
Hey, can I
Stay back, stay back, stay back, stay back away from me. All right, let's do one more. Get some nice practice.
Hey, pal.